Alrighty, it is time for Duelist Kingdom action, and in this one we've got Bakura going up against Chazz. So two players who egotistically think they are the greatest thing walking. So whoever wins this duel could claim to the other one that they are the greatest thing walking, as we see Predaplant something. I didn't see the rest of the name, it was long, and I am using a smaller laptop screen still. As first to go is Bakura. So who are we picking out of Bakura and Chazz? They're both strategic. Chazz has, I guess, a little bit of extra power given how strong his Ojama King and Ojama Knight can be. Bakura has thrown down a Man-Eater bug. It's, I don't know, this one's a tough one to call. So what does Chazz have for first turn? Bakura flips up Grave Lure. And oh, it's an Ojama Blue that's been caught by that too. Ojama Blue is one of the best cards for Chazz's strategy in his deck, so he doesn't want to be losing Ojama Blues. Chazz went with a face down defense. Thing is though, if Chazz goes with a face down defense, chances are it is 1000 defense. So Bakura has played Grand Tiki Elder. And let's see if it was an Ojama for Chazz. It was another Ojama Blue. The other one is still in Chazz's deck somewhere, but he had one in his hand to start off with. So Ojama Blue will draw 2 cards from Chazz's deck of his choosing. He can go with... Well, usually we do see that pulled. That is the Ojama Country. However, Bakura does have Mystical Space Typhoon. So if Chazz plays Ojama Country, Chazz is going to lose it early, and to get his absolute strength out with his Ojamas, he needs that Ojama Country on the field. Chazz may be inclined to play it here, and he does, because Grand Tiki Elder is only 800 defense. Face down Spell or Trap from Chazz. And he had a bit of a thought, and oh my god, it's another Ojama Blue. So Chazz, he'll lose the one in his deck if he ever draws it. He's gone in for an attack. Bakura has flipped up Mask of Weakness. So Ojama Blue's going to be destroyed. That's a bit of a double-edged sword for Bakura. He's protected his Grand Tiki Elder, but Chazz is going to draw 2 additional cards, which could benefit him. There's Ojama Yellow and Ojama Red. So curious to see what Chazz might have in hand. He's got 7 cards. But he just lost his Ojama Blue, so Chazz may be a bit vulnerable here. He just threw Moki Moki Smackdown. Now Bakura, straight away, he has gone straight for that Mystical Space Typhoon. And there goes Ojama Country, so now it's going to be just a little bit tougher for Chazz to win this match. Man-Eater Bug is also still face down, so it'll be 2950 that comes off of Chazz here. That'll leave him with 4550. And Bakura still at his original 8000, so he's looking quite comfortable here, Bakura. He's got 2 decent monsters on the field in terms of the opponent that he's up against. But what can Chazz do? Can Chazz get back into this one? He's a wily old competitor. He's very tricky. I believe Chazz, who plays the Ojama Red. Now that's effect allows it to summon other Ojamas to the field. However, what can Chazz do with that effect? He summoned Ojama Yellow, he summoned Ojama Black. Oh, does he have Ojama Delta Hurricane? Does he have Ojama Delta Hurricane? There it goes, it destroys all of Bakura's monsters. Thankfully for Bakura himself, Chazz does not have that Ojama Country on the field, otherwise Chazz would have done a lot of life point damage there, 4000 to be exact. But it was not to be. That which feeds on life has been pulled to the field. And Bakura goes after Ojama Yellow strategically because you need green, black and yellow to fuse into the Ojama King. The Ojama Knight can just be 2 Ojama monsters, but the Ojama King has to be black, green, and yellow specifically. Defense mode now for Chaz, but that which feeds on life is 1200, so Chaz won't be able to defend this forever. Bakura draws Souls of the Forgotten. He plays down the Gross Ghost of Fled Dreams. 1800 defense, but the 1300 attack is relevant here, as Chaz only has 1000 on defense, and Chaz is losing Ojamas faster than a desert is melting ice. He's just left now with Ojama Red. Is there anything that Chaz can do to get back into this one? Bakura's taking the initiative very, very quickly and very aggressively as well. Chaz has tributed Ojama Red. Oh, he's played Armed Dragon level 5. That could get him back into it. Bakura does not have anything to contend with that amount of power. And when Armed Dragon level 5 destroys a monster at that end phase, it can evolve into Armed Dragon level 7. This could be the break that Chaz needed to get back into this one. Alright, there goes that which feeds on life. Bakura. How'd he just... Oh, he used the effect. I was wondering why Bakura didn't lose life points on that first one, but no, it was the effect of Armed Dragon. You can throw a card from your hand, and you can then destroy a monster on the field. So 2800 now with Armed Dragon level 7. Bakura draws a Polymerization. He's got Souls of the Forgotten, which may be able to protect his life points, but not for long. Chaz, so he, without Ojama Country, you've got to say that he doesn't really have much attacking options left available to him. But with a 2800, as long as Chaz doesn't lose the Armed Dragon level 7, Bakura will not be able to take that head on. He's only got Polymerization in his hand, and only drawing one card at a time won't give Bakura access to be able to use those equips like the Rush Recklessly, the Mask of Weakness, all together in a combo. Sangan is face down on the field, and Chaz, you just got to feel maybe getting back into this one. In the battle phase, 2800 blows Sangan to pieces. But Sangan does have its... Oh, it does. It can bring out Morphing Jar too. Oh, that is a great pull for Bakura. So Morphing Jar 2, that will send all cards from the field back to the opponent's deck, I believe. All monsters from the opponent's field. Now Chaz would have seen that flip around in Bakura's hand, so Chaz no doubt knows what's coming. Unless he has something to defend against this effect, which is quite unlikely. He goes in for the attack. He's really got no other choice, otherwise Bakura would have just flipped it up anyway. But now Morphing Jar. Oh, Monster Reborn. Chaz is going to lose that. Threatening Roar has gone. Polymerization to the bin. Mystical Space Typhoon to the bin. Any magic and traps are going to the bin. There's Moki Moki until Chaz drew a monster. Morphing Jar 2 is one of the most... it is a super destructive card. Bakura didn't have any monsters on the field, so his deck doesn't really get touched by the effect. But that has done so much damage to Chaz, who has now played a Polymerization, and... well, there's two, so that will be the Ojama Knight, 2500. We'll take out two of Chaz's monster zones, but Chaz might struggle a bit to get through the 2500 defense, but at the other time, Chaz can't really launch a counterattack here. So Bakura is relatively safe. Chaz has lost Armed Dragon level 5 because he would have sent that to the graveyard. He lost his Monster Reborn. So Chaz... he needs Armed Dragon level 5 to be able to summon Armed Dragon level 7, so I don't believe Chaz can actually get that back to the field. The 1200 of Portrait Secret destroyed a face-down Moki Moki. Chaz's Moki Moki Smackdown, I believe, is already in the bin as well. There's White Magical Hat, but not much that Bakura can do. He's stuck on 6900. Chaz is on 3350. Draw phase for Chaz, who now has 5 cards in hand. And straight to the end phase. Turn change back to Bakura, who draws Chakra. Well, it looks like both players have now stalemated. They're both defensive. but Bakura can't get through the 2500 defense, and Chaz doesn't have anything to attack with, and may not have really anything to attack with for the rest of the game. Now Bakura, he's just drawn Ancient Brain. 2650 is Skull Knight. If Bakura draws Tainted Wisdom, we could be seeing that Ojama Knight being defeated. Chaz has skipped his turn again. Possibly just nothing else he can do. There's Dark Energy. And the thing is, Chaz is going to run out of cards way before Bakura does as well. 7 cards in hand now for Chaz. He, I don't think there's anything else Chaz can do. I think that might be Armed Dragon level 10 that just went to the graveyard there as well. Again, Chaz can't use that now. Chaz throws Thunder of Ruler, it's not like he really needs it. And Chaz and Bakura are just skipping turns. None of them can do anything. It's just a waiting game now, I think, until Bakura draws that Tainted Wisdom. Or draws... Has he used his Offerings to the Doomed yet? But either way, it's... Bakura throws Wabaku. Probably so he doesn't have to hold the B button down while the prompt comes up. One Day of Peace is activated. Bakura's drawn Chain Energy. And now to the end phase for Chaz, who's just thrown Ojar Magic. And has just drawn an Ojama Yellow, Black and Green. Chaz now has 9 cards in his hand. So he's going to have to get rid of 3 of them to get under that limit. And Chaz threw a couple of good cards there, but they're just not useful for anything right now. There's One Day of Peace. Bakura plays Chain Energy. Oh, he probably should have played that the other way around, but there's Rush Recklessly. That could actually come in handy for Bakura. But now with Chain Energy on the field, Chaz is limited to 6 more cards for the rest of this match, unless he gets Chain Energy off the field. I don't know if Chaz can do this in 6 cards. We may be seeing Chaz completely draw out his deck. He's got 8 cards in hand now. Sorry, bumped the microphone. Alright, Chazzy boy, I don't think Chaz can do anything. He's already lost Armed Dragon, his Ojama Country's in the graveyard. That might be Armed Dragon level 7, which Chaz can't use, because Armed Dragon level 5 is already in the graveyard. Chaz lost Monster Reborn. I think Chaz is well and truly stuck. I don't think he can do anything. Ah, there's Tainted Wisdom. We don't get to see Skull Knight very often. 2650, it's a very powerful card for its generation. The Ancient Brain, Tainted Wisdom. So that's going to get through Bakura's defense of 2500. And, well then, I guess Bakura looks likely to win this first match then. And Bakura has just played Dark Energy, so there goes 500 points. Oh, he went to put it on Skull Knight. No, Skull Knight's actually a spellcaster. And Dark Energy can only be equipped to a Fiend. I reckon what that is, I reckon that's either other Yu-Gi-Oh games like Duelist of the Roses or Forbidden Memories habit for our player there. Dark Energy back in those games could be equipped to Skull Knight because they usually were equipped to a Dark Monster. But no, in the actual card game, it's the same with Mystical Moon. That can only be equipped to a Beast Warrior, so the anime lied to us. That can't even be equipped to Silver Fang. 15 and 1000, so Chaz is going to have 850. That's going to reduce him to being able to play 1 more card for the entire match. And unless it is a... what card can win a duel in 1 turn? Unless it's a Final Countdown, which wouldn't work because Chaz hasn't got any monsters on the field to defend himself with. Final Countdown gives you a 20-turn time limit, but with Chaz only having 8 cards in his deck, that still wouldn't work. Offerings to the Doomed, because Chaz would need to draw a grand total of 10 cards with that 20-turn time limit of Final Countdown, but it's It's going to be all over on this turn, it would appear. Chaz running out of life points. Bakura's attack hits. Bakura has won match number 1. He is up 1-0 against Chaz. I'm going to flip over to some name shoutouts as well for commenting on yesterday. Demi Henning says, great match and great performance by both players. That was for Taya and Don Zalug, which they had a classic. That was a really good match. Shoutouts to Emperor Pikachu as well. What a matchup. If Taya had a better hand, she probably would have won. SCH292, Power of Friendship, didn't save Taya. Super Palco says, damn, the Mafia Boss bonus destroyed Taya here. I think Mafia Boss is a good little title for Don Zalug. Also, shoutouts to Torrin Johnson as well. Now it's already filtering out to the previous day, I think. YouTube's filtering. Okay, Grand Tiki Elder starts off for Bakura again. That's the card I believe he used to start off the last duel with. And Gravelure again. This is... Oh no, it's from Chazz's perspective. That is, isn't that the exact play that Bakura made at the start of the last match? Or am I losing my mind? It's like Groundhog Day. It's definitely the second match. I don't remember Chaz playing a Wabaku in the last game, so yes, it is a different match. Okay, Bakura has just somehow drawn the same cards. I mean, it does happen. It's not impossible. It's just very unlikely. Shard of Greed activated from Bakura, who also played a face-down defense as well. Chazz's face-down this time is Unhappy Maiden. Last time it was Ojama Blue. So Chazz's Wabaku protects the Unhappy Maiden. Chaz now draws Ojama Blue, speak of the devil. Down he comes. Unhappy Maiden ends the battle phase when it's destroyed. There's one on the Shard of Greed for Bakura, who now plays Yami, which increases most of his monsters actually, so Bakura is going to have a 200 point buffer. It did give the Unhappy Maiden a 200 point buffer as well. Ojama Blue has just been destroyed. Now Chaz does have Ojama Red, and he does have Ojama Delta Hurricane, so we could be seeing that effect come together again here. Oops, I didn't mean to press that. Fiddling on my laptop. I want to pull up. I just want to see what Chaz draws. Ojama Green, Ojama Black. Okay, yeah, he's going for Ojama Delta Hurricane, it would seem. I'm pulling up the table. Where is Chaz on the table? Chaz is 17th. Bakura is 29th. So we've got a Chaz at 17th who wants to make his way up more towards that top 8. We've got Bakura who wants to get off at the bottom. So really could be anyone's match here. Now what does Chaz go for here? He's almost got to, doesn't he? Yeah. So Chaz maybe again here is going to have to use the effect of Ojama Red to pull 3 Ojamas to the field of green, black and yellow, so he can use the effect of Ojama Delta Hurricane. If Chaz had his if he had his Ojama Country, it would be a great play, but unless Chaz defends himself, gets rid of these attacking monsters, Chaz is going to lose this match very quickly. Bakura does only have 1 card in hand, so Chaz, he's also got rid of the Shard of Greed as well, which would stop Bakura from drawing and refreshing his hand, so Chaz may be able to get his Ojamas to defense mode here. Bakura now with 2 cards in hand, who plays Ancient Brain. What a difference that card made in the last game. And Bakura has also played a face down spell or trap. It's basically a direct attack here. Ojama Black takes a hit. Again, stopping the Ojama King's potential fusion, since you need black, yellow and green for it. Draw phase. Chaz has drawn another Ojama Red. Puts his Ojamas to defense mode. They'll be able to deflect the attack of the Ancient Brain. Bakura has no cards in hand. He draws. He now has 1. Is it anything good, Bakura? No, he goes straight to his end phase. It looks like we are going to stalemate again for a little while. There's Ojama Green. Chaz doesn't do anything. He can't really do anything. Alright, Bakura draws. 2 cards in hand. Can he do anything? Oh, he can. He's got Skulldog Maron, which, you know, isn't something you usually attack with, but in this situation, it's quite useful as an attacker. Now, Chaz, he needs his armed dragons here. There's Negate attack. Which is a... Negate attack's useful for Chazz's deck, because if he gets his armed dragon level 3, he can protect it as well. Alright, Skulldog Maron goes in. Oh, Chaz activates Negate attack. Wants to keep those Ojamas on the field, wants to try and keep his field safe. Alright, end phase. We're back to Chaz, who draws. Oh, it's armed dragon level 7. He would have wanted level 5. He didn't get level 5, he got level 7. That is a risk about those sorts of decks where you have the leveling up monsters like that. If you draw the high levels first, you can very easily brick your hand. Alright, Skulldog Maron wiped out another Ojama. Turn change, now back to Chaz, who draws some Mask of Weakness. May be able to protect his Ojama red if Skulldog Maron's attack gets reduced by 700, unless Bakura has anything else drawing into his hand right now. He's straight to his battle phase. So not revealing much here, Bakura. Chaz, what do? Do you activate Mask of Weakness now, or do you leave it? No, he goes straight for it. So this will take a little bit of points off Bakura, 350. So Bakura down to 7650, Chaz at 7,000. Turn change back to Chaz, who draws Thunder of Ruler, which will allow him to make it that Bakura can't have a battle phase. He's not playing anything else, so Chaz, and I hope that face down isn't a 7 Tools of the Bandit. Thunder of Ruler flips up. Does Bakura have an answer? He does not. Main phase 1. Bakura straight. Ooh. Bakura straight up. Thunder of Ruler. Couldn't attack. Soul Tiger, 2100 defense. That is a great draw for Chaz. That was added to his deck, so if he plays Ojama Country and has an Ojama on the field, Chaz can have something else to attack with. Although if Ojama Country is destroyed, Soul Tiger again just becomes defensive. Bakura now plays another face down defense. Skulldog Maron wipes out the Ojama red. Ancient Brain. Oh, it went for Soul Tiger. I mean, Bakura was probably thinking it was an Ojama and he just wanted to flip it up. That's actually a decent play from Bakura, because then you could see if it is Speak of the Devil and Ojama Blue. Attacking with Ancient Brain is actually very clever because it won't destroy the Ojama Blue. That way, if you don't want Chaz getting that Ojama Blue off the field, because it has to be destroyed by battle to activate its effect. Alright, Bakura's turn here. He's got 6 cards in hand. Oh, he went straight to his end phase. Chaz draws another Ojama Blue. But he's got 2 of them now. That could be game-changing for Chaz. Bakura skipped his battle phase, though. Chaz went straight to end phase, unless that was a misclick by Bakura. He's got 7 cards in hand. Plays a face-down defense. Oh, and straight to his end phase. That's very curious. So Bakura has stopped attacking. I believe Bakura is worried that those face downs are on Ojama Blue. Unknowing to Bakura, he is actually correct. Unless we can't see what's in his hand, so unless he's cooking something here. Let's let Bakura cook here for a minute. Ah, there we go. There we go. That's what he was doing. That's what he was doing. He wanted cards on the field. Oh, Bakura's just lost his Sword of Dark Destruction. Oh, there's a Morphing Jar. Oh, there's Mystical Space Typhoon. Ah, Bakura's now lost Rush Recklessly as well. Oh, and Dark Energy. Oh, and Chain Energy. Oh, and Akakiasu will... Oh, and there's the Earl of Demise. Now, it's only, I think it's only 4 stars and under that you can special summon with the effect of Morphing Jar 2. So Earl of Demise won't go down. Now, Morphing Jar is face down. That could flip up, and that could, Oh, Chaz loses. He just lost Offerings to the Doomed. That's a super useful card. 2 Ojamas. Oh, and Soul Tiger. Soul Tiger, I believe, was sent to the deck. But Chaz can draw all 3 of these monsters to the field now, so Bakura's Morphing Jar number 2 didn't really achieve anything. Both players lost some good cards, though. Always count on Bakura to have something devious planned, because he just randomly stopped attacking, but it was for a reason. And that's what the reason was. He, with Morphing Jar 2, although with 7 cards in hand, Bakura must have something. What did he throw there? I can't tell what that is. One Day of Peace is played by Chaz. Oh my god, he's drawn an Ojama Blue. This second match really has been like Groundhog Day. Turn change to Bakura now. I mean, it's going to be a long match. Now, Bakura's got 8 cards in hand. He must have something. This is really bizarre play from Bakura. This is super bizarre play from Bakura. Oh, well, Morphing Jar, of course. Oh, he threw Chakra. But, oh, Chaz lost his hand as well. There was an Armed Dragon in there. There goes Ojar Magic, so there are no cards that can be added to the deck. Both players are down to 16 cards. Chaz confused here as well. He hasn't drawn Ojama Country. Oh, is that what Bakura was going for? Is that why he used Morphing Jar 2? He got Morphing Jar by luck. Is that what he was going for with Morphing Jar 2? Was he trying to get Chaz's Ojama Country to the graveyard? Thinking that Chaz might, like, mill it out with the effect of Morphing Jar 2? If it is, that's actually quite ingenious. Alright, Shard of Greed activated by Chaz. He's drawn Grave Lure. Grave Lure that was used at the start of the match has sent the Armed Dragon level 3 to the graveyard. What a card for Grave Lure to hit, because Chaz only has one of them in his deck. That is such an unlucky hit for Chaz. I'll be honest, I actually missed what Grave Lure hit, but that's why it went to the graveyard. It was Grave Lure's effect. Of all the cards for it to hit, Armed Dragon level 3. Big part of Chaz's strategy, he's just played his Ojama Knight, so that's 2500 defense. So he'll wipe out the last 2 of Bakura's monster zones there as well. I tell you what, strategic and methodical, this match. It's a long one. Alright, turn change. Back to Bakura, who plays another face down spell or trap. And Bakura just does not seem interested in attacking anymore. Oh, he's got polymerization of his own. Now, he's only got 1 fusion, and that's Skull Knight. Oh, it was one of the face down cards. It was Ancient Brain, I believe, was faced. Oh yeah, because he got that from Morphing Jar 2, didn't he? I think. Or did he not? I don't know. I don't even know anymore. So in theory, I think Bakura would have had the option. Oh, Offerings to the Doomed. Huh. That's a bit of a waste of an Offerings to the Doomed. Unless Bakura's miscounted something. But with Bakura's monster zones all filled up, because one of his fusion materials was on the field, it freed up that space. Now, Bakura probably did have the option to put his fusion in the middle, like it does there, but in the old school rules, there was none of those 2 middle slots. I believe that was added, because I've got the old deck mats, and they don't have those slots. The original old school deck mat is what I'm referring to. The one that came with like the original starter decks. Chaz has played Polymerization again. He's got Moki Moki King in his fusion pile as well, but he needs 3 Moki Mokis for that. Will we ever get to see Chaz use the Moki Moki Smackdown to get like 2 of the Moki Mokis, destroy the other one, and get the other 2 to like 3,000? Someone did say maybe Taya's deck would benefit from Moki Mokis at some point. And maybe so. There's not enough of like Moki Moki to make like a proper Moki Moki deck, because it's one monster. It doesn't really have like an archetype to back it up. It's like something you can add to a fairy deck as an extra little bit of strategy or something. Bakura flips up Man-Eater Bug. Well, he does have those. He does have those sorts of cards. Man-Eater Bug. It's a great effect. The Illusory Gentleman comes to the field as well. You got to say that Bakura will likely attack with... that's brilliant from Bakura. Knowing that the opponent's defense is probably 1,000, so the Illusory Gentleman... there's Ojama Country as well. 2650, 3650, 4150, 4800 altogether, I believe is what this is. So Chaz should be down to just 700 life points after this. Now, Chaz has lost both his Ojama Knight and his Ojama King, so Ojama Country really can't even do anything now. Strategically, this has been a very good play from Bakura. He has played this second duel very, very well. It's a classic case of reading the opponent. Ojama Country has come to the field, but there is nothing it can do. Chaz is holding 2 Moki Mokis, and Bakura flips up Magic Jammer. So Chaz is going to lose this second match as well. That is going to mean that Bakura is going to go up 2-0, which means Bakura has sealed the season point, which means Chaz is going to fall a bit on the standings. Bakura is going to come up a bit, which is good. Bakura doesn't belong on the bottom of the table. He belongs at least in the mid-tier. Maybe not right at the top, but at least in the mid-tier. Chaz played a Moki Moki just to watch it get slaughtered. It's 2-0 for Bakura. There is still one more match though. And if Bakura can win it, he will pick up a bonus point, which is difficult to do against Chaz. He is a very tricky player, but Bakura has played quite well. As this last one's lobby is loading up, I am flicking through my YouTube again just to see if any more comments have surfaced. Someone did ask what type is Bulbasaur in Gen 1. Bulbasaur is still Grass and Poison in Gen 1. Believe it or not, Bulbasaur is actually, by stats, he's actually the strongest starter. I'm pretty sure, like by base stats, Bulbasaur is actually the strongest. He's the least one that's picked because everyone loves Charizard, and I always pick the water starter, so I always went with Squirtle. But Bulbasaur is actually, he's actually really broken in Gen 1 Pokemon, because if you use Leech Seed and you use Toxic together, Gen 1's coding can't cope with it properly, and it doubles the effect of Leech Seed every turn, healing your Pokemon double of what it's supposed to be. Because of Toxic's doubling effect, it applies it to Leech Seed as well. It's not supposed to, but it does. It's a little funny thing about Gen 1. Now Chaz, he got rid of Chain Energy. Bakura started off with it. Oh, there's Ojama Country as well. What does Chaz have? Come on, Chaz. Bakura's played his Mystical Space Typhoon. He used that. Wait, no, hang on. Chaz played Mystical Space Typhoon. I'm going. Wow, Chaz has played 4 face downs. Wow, that's not good. That is not good at all. Chaz activates Wabaku. Bakura's got 7 Tools of the Bandit. Oh dear. Chazzy boy. What a draw. 4 cards face down in Ojama Country. And Bakura's got... Bakura... no, it doesn't matter because Chaz doesn't have anything in his hand. I was going to say White Magical Hat's ability to put cards from the hand to the graveyard, but no, Chaz doesn't have anything in his hand anymore. 2650 is what this mathematical equation is. It will put Chaz to 3850. No, it won't. 4850. 4850 for Chaz. 7000 for Bakura. You got to say that Chaz, even if he draws an Ojama, doesn't matter because then Headless Knight will get to 1700 attack. Oh no! Oh, that is not what Chaz needs. Wow, Chaz, what a brick! Okay, Grand Tiki Elder, 1500. Alright, 2950, 39, 4150. Chaz is going to be down to 700. Oh, what a shocker. Considering how strategic and tactical the first two games were, this is anything but. Chaz has been absolutely blown to pieces. Come on, Chaz, can you... Chaz hasn't even drawn a single monster. Chaz, oh my god. Oh my god. Chaz has not drawn a single monster for the whole game. I don't think Chaz has accomplished that yet in this series. I believe Chaz may have just broken the channel's record for the worst brick of all time. Turn 7 with... Well, Wabaku was blocked, but there's Mask of Weakness. Okay, that was one of the cards that Chaz had. That might be the worst brick that we have ever seen, but it still counts, I guess. Bakura has won 3-0. Wow, we've seen some bricks in our time, but that might just be the biggest quality brick that we have ever seen. That is... Okay, time code on that, 36 minutes, 54 seconds. That last duel went for about 3 minutes. So those first two matches, they were fantastic. But Bakura has picked up 3-0 because Chaz... Wow, I think... What was it? We've seen my brick a few times like that. We've seen it from Bandit Keith, but I don't think we've ever really seen it. Not to that extent from Chaz, but you never know what's going to happen in this game after all. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed Bakura and Chaz. Bakura is going to be moving up the table a bit. Who's coming up next? That was a long one, but I started a bit earlier tonight, so I should be able to do two. Pegasus and Rex Raptor. That could be an interesting one. Let's get into Pegasus and Rex Raptor. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Wherever you are in the world, stay safe, take care, farewell.